Hello guys, welcome back again. So today again I have one more questions. That question is PC1, PC2 and PC3 and PC4 is there. So might be there is lot of the PC, but now I'm taking just example. We have a 4 PC. PC1 have the IP address 10.0.0.1, 10.0.0.2 and 10.0.0.3. And on PC4 also the IP address is 10.0.0.1. So what will happen in that case? What the error message you will be get? So might be everyone is aware about the error. You will be get the IP conflict message on the PC1 also, and you will be get the IP conflict message on the PC4 also. But the question is, what is the interview question? Which protocol is behind that? How this PC1 and PC4 will come to know, will get this information? This same IP address is using by the someone else. So guys, here a protocol is work behind that. That protocol name is GR, that is also known as gracious ARP. What will happen? We have a two way to assign the IP address on the host. One is we can configure the IP address through the DSCP. Another way we can configure the IP address manually. That means static. Doesn't matter whatever the way you are going to use. How you are going to configure the IP address? You are going to configure the IP address via the DSCP, or you are going to configure the IP address via manually, means static. Once you configure the IP address, and it's an Ethernet technology. So in the Ethernet technology, automatically that PC will broadcast a message in the same broadcast domain, and that message will be a GR. That what is the purpose of that GR message? To just verify the same IP address, it's in use or not. So what will happen? Suppose PC1 have the same IP address, it has the MAC address A1, PC2 has the IP address A2, PC3 have the MAC address A2, and PC3 have the MAC address A3, and PC4 have the MAC address A4. So in that case, what will happen? Suppose you are going to configure the IP address on PC4. So PC4 will immediately generate a GR message. There the source IP will be 10.0.0.1 and targeted IP is also 10.0.0.1. Source MAC, that is A4, and what will be the targeted MAC address? That will be a broadcast MAC address, that is 12 times F. And what should be the opcode? Opcode, it's not going to ask with anyone, please tell me your MAC address. Opcode can be the either 01 or it can be the 02. 01 means query, just I am going to ask with someone. 02 means it's a reply. So opcode will be there 02. Right? Then after that there will be a gracious. So gracious will be true. It will be true. Then after that this message is going to encapsulate under the layer 2 header. What should be the source MAC address? Source MAC address is A4. And what should be the target destination MAC? Destination MAC is broadcast MAC address. Again, FFF. Right? So this is your L2 header, and this is the GR message. That message is going to broadcast in the entire domain. It's going to read forward to the PC2 also, PC3 also, and PC1 also. PC2 and PC3, they don't have any issue because of that this targeted IP doesn't belongs to them. But PC1 have the issue because of PC1 is also using the same IP address. So what the PC1 will do? PC1 will also forward the GR message. And on both the PC1 and PC4, both the PC will be get the message IP conflict. So what can be the interview question? The first question can be, if we are going to configure the same IP address on two PCs, so what will happen if you are giving the answer? You will be get the notification, there is IP conflict. Then next question, what will be there? Which protocol is behind that? Which protocol, how this PC is getting the, PC1 will get this information, PC4 is also using the same IP address. So which protocol is behind that? So that protocol is GR. Second question, what can be there? What can be? please can you just explain what is the difference between the normal ARP and GARP? So what will be the difference between the normal ARP and GARP, guys? So in the GARP message, source and targeted IP both will be always same. This both IP address here you can see, source and targeted IP both will be always same in the GARP message. But in the normal ARP, source and destination both will be different. Second different, gracious will be true in the GARP, but in the normal ARP, gracious will be false always. What is the third different? Targeted MAC. In the normal ARP, if it is a normal ARP, then targeted MAC will be always unknown MAC address. In case of normal ARP. But in case of GARP, targeted MAC will be always a broadcast MAC address. So that's the question, guys, and that's the difference between the normal ARP and GARP. So interviewer can ask you the question in any way. First, they can ask you what is the difference between ARP and GARP, or directly they can ask you what is the GARP message. Second question, if you are getting the IP conflict message, so which protocol is behind that? How this PC is getting this information? The same IP address is using in the same broadcast domain. So that can be a question, guys. Thank you, guys.